All right, let's graph a piecewise function. So notice I have this, it's in two parts, and that's why they call it a piecewise function. So I want to graph this one first. Notice the y-intercept is -3 and the slope is 1/2. So on my graph, I come down and put a point here at -3, and I go up 1 and over 2, and up 1 and over 2. And you know, a lot of times when I'm doing this, I'll draw the entire line in pencil, and then I'll come back and erase the part that's not included. Well, notice in this that we're only supposed to graph the part where x is less than or equal to 3. Well, here's where 3 is, and that's where it hits the line, and we want to do less than or equal to 3. So I've got a colored in point or circle, and it's going to the left because that's where this graph is less than or equal to 3. So it's equal to 3 right there and less than that way. It would be greater than that way, so I don't graph that part. So I'm essentially graphing this line, but only this portion of it. Now I'm going to come back and do this one. F of x equals x. Well, that would make it a y-intercept of 0, so I would start here and go up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1. And if I were doing this in pencil, I would graph the entire line, but then I'm going to come back and I'm only going to include this part. Well, here's where x is equal to 3, and that, if I go straight up, that's where I hit that line. And I only want the part of this big line, I only want the part of it where x is greater than 3. So that's the reason I drew the right side of it. I didn't draw the left side because this is the area where x is less than 3. So it's greater than 3, and that means it gets an open circle and to the right. So this is the graph of a piecewise function.